Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Your boy is back. I do want to say this, though. Little bit of drama going on here. Oh, God. It's drama season. You know what I mean? 2026 is starting off good. I do want to say that. We got to do the no disses. No diss. No diss. Wait for everybody to come in. It's a lot to come in here. It's a lot to talk about, to unpack. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. Man. Should we, it's 2026. You know what I mean? 2025, we did the intro, all of that. I don't know. Maybe we'll keep going. I think somebody might have earned their way out of the intro. We'll see. But without further ado, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody. Let me get this right. Officer T. Ward knows. Y'all know what we gotta do. Officer T. Ward knows. Y'all know what we gotta do. Officer T. Ward knows. Before we get started, let's get this sponsor out of the way. Shout out to everybody. Your boy is back. Drama season. Y'all ready?
To a new city, paint the city. What? Rolling with my team, you see them with me.
Yeah. Hold on. They're paying good money for this. One more time. Y'all ready? Mayhem.
To a new city, paint the city.
What?
Rolling with my team, you see them with me. It's been us against the. Bring the alarms and shock the. Watch us take over the. Okay, I wake up and get it. Get to the business. 10K hours, I did it. That's how I win it. I was first one in and last to go. Round for round like merry goes. Me, I picked the hardest pad. Been through the toughest roads. Look back at how far we went. Look and see how far we go. Look at all the cash I spent. Look,
y'all know this hard.
What I put, I double back. Matter of fact, that times 4. Put that up for each my kids. Then I get to double those.
Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Do want to talk about some things real quick. But y'all know what we gotta do. Get mad. Bad news told everything. Wait a minute. He told 100% accuracy. Officer T. Ward knows. He told everything. Wait a minute. Cheese in the chat, please. Cheese up in this chat. Gorgonzola, mozzarella, everything. Clone owes knowledge of foot. I do want to put that out there. Shout out to Clone. You know what I'm saying? He's owing that foot. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. No diss. These are public figures. We have looked at these cases. You know what I mean? And have seen them talking to officers. All of that, you know what I mean? Public record. We're not using real names. We're using aliases. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Clone. Hit knowledge the God up and asked him if Clone paid him that foot. He said no. You know what I'm saying? Clone, you still owe that foot? I don't know what you're doing. Shout out to Clone. Bad news. Hopped up out of that hospital bed, ran down that hallway and saw Officer T. Ward and said, wait. Turn that body cam off and hand me that binder. Officer T. Ward obliged. Bad news. opened up that binder, saw that list of suspects and said, wait, I know who's responsible for all of this. Number 4, Thug Life, he did. Officer T. Ward knows. Shout out to Bad News and Officer T. Ward for letting us know everything. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Also, rocks in the chat for Clean Paper, please. Can we get some rocks up in this chat for Clean? Clean Paper has been stealing from the battle rap community for years now. You know what I'm saying? No diss. No diss. Shout out to Clean Paper. Clean has been no-showing battles, taking deposits over and over again, and we're getting tired of it. You know what I'm saying? They still kept booking him, complaining to bloggers that Clean was doing this. You know what I mean? Shout out to Clean. He was getting over on them sponsors and them leagues. Shout out to Clean Paper. Also, boxing gloves in the chat for Official, please. Can we get some boxing gloves up in the chat for Official? Official lets it be known. Talk crazy about my family in a battle, and you can get the binks. Boop, boop, bow, boop, big. Boop, boop, big, boop, bow. Shout out to Official. Official became more official in the year of 2025. You know what I'm saying? She crashed out, hit Coffee with that bicycle kick. Shout out to Luke Kang. He did say that. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Baby bottles up in this chat, please. Can we get some baby bottles up in this chat? Chess has been choking in the battle rap community for years now. You know what I'm saying? Going up on stage, forgetting his raps, barfing, you know what I mean? Shout out to Chess, no diss. He has made himself have a dedicated soundboard button. Okay, Chess. It's okay. It's over. They are forgetting to burp Chess before the battles. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Smack. Everybody, make sure you burp Chess before his battles. It's okay. Shout out to Chess. Also, blue waves up in his chat, please. Can we get some blue waves, blue hearts up in his chat? Shout out to Sue Surf. No diss. Surf told Mr. Whipple, his attorney, I am done with these rolling 60s. It is over. I want to go home. Shout out to Sue Surf. You know what I'm saying? Get some yes ma'ams in the chat. No diss, Surf. You know what I'm saying? I rock with Surf. No diss. They asked Sue Surf, were you traveling across state lines with that white girl? You know what I'm saying? With that, with that powder, with that with that work. No diss. Were you not only doing it with yourself, were you're traveling across state lines with members and associates and furtherance of the gang? You know what I'm saying? And Surf said, yes, ma'am. Officer T. Ward knows. Oh, he said yes, ma'am. Officer T. Ward knows. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. He said yes, ma'am. Officer T. Ward knows. Shout out to Sue Surf. They also asked Sue Surf, I'm sorry. I know this is heartbreaking. They asked him, were you a leader? One of the leaders of the Rolling 60s. Oh, God. Oh, God. And he said, yes, ma'am. Oh, God. So they also asked Sue Surf. All right, I'm gonna let you live, Sue Surf. They asked him, were you committing crimes with members and associates in furtherance of the gang? Officer T. Ward knows. And Surf said, yes, ma'am. Officer T. Ward knows. Hallelujah, hallelujah. He said, yes, ma'am. Officer T. Ward knows. Shout out to Sue Surf. No diss. Come back to Battle Rap. Go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. Are we done with the intro? You know what I'm saying? DVDs up in this chat, please. Can we get some DVDs up in this chat? Shout out to Battlefax. No diss. Oh, man. Shout out to Battlefax. No diss. Battlefax wrote that statement. No diss. Everybody mad at Battlefax. I'm not. I admired the calligraphy. Shout out to Battlefax. Told what his codees was doing. Shout out to Battlefax. You know what I'm saying? No diss. He put them codees. He narrated a story on his codees. His codee trying to come out and defend him. Shout out to Battlefax. Battlefax, I'm not dissing you, bro. So Battlefax, he did like a live yesterday, right? I guess he was going to John, talking about John, you know, it's lying and all of that. And, you know, he added a bunch of people on Twitter about it. And then I said something like, yo, why are you like going at John and Don when Byron Blake is the one that's bombing on you right now? You know what I'm saying? I'm not like trying to play you or nothing like that. It just would make sense for you to go back and forth with Byron Blake because he's the one that put out your paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody, he got Cassidy up there talking about you writing in cursive, all of that. So I don't know. God, you know, I would think you would probably try to go at Byron Blake or at least try to diffuse some things that's going on instead of going at John. And then Byron Blake's got you're changing things, like you changed your name on your channel. I know you think, you know what I mean? Then you know, your comments are controlled, you know what I mean? Then you say you leaving battle rap, you're gaming, and then you're back in battle rap, and now you're interviewing Verb. And it's like, you know, Byron's got you everywhere. So I would think you would probably go at Byron Blake, you know what I'm saying? That's all instead of them. But I don't know. Shout out to Battlefax, no diss. Me personally, tell on everybody. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Shout out to him. Are we done with the intro? You know what I'm saying? Now, I do want to say this. A lot is going on. I heard the spaces, you know what I'm saying, yesterday. It's been crazy. First of all, I see what's going on with Frank White. Frankie! Shout out to Frank White. Oh, God. Frank White has aligned himself with Verb. I've been saying, people are not going to like this, right? A lot of people don't like Verb. I've been saying what makes sense to me, right, is that whether or not you like Verb or not, you know what I mean? Having Verb be one, I'm gonna get to the super chats in a minute. Having Verb be on payroll in some capacity in battle rap to where he can promote artists, I think is good. You know what I mean? So I think Frank White may be working with him to try to get him to battle or something like that. But I think people in battle rap kind of miss the ball with a lot of things. You know, it's a lot of ego, a lot of issues, you know what I mean, that goes on between people, you know, and people hold grudges in battle rap. It's not really like, you know, people may do something and then get mad at you and then like, you know, it's over. It's like, it's forever grudges and battle rap. Some things I understand and some things are just, you know what I mean, could be brushed off. As far as Verb, I do feel like there are a lot of artists that need attention. You know what I mean? That, you know, URL can't make popular. Remember URL used to make battlers popular and they can't do that no more. You know, they having everything locked on an app, you know, so they want you to check out the Woosahs, the Eunices, the, you know, stuff like that. But it's difficult for people to see some of these artists, even though Eunice, I would say, have some YouTube drops, you know, so they, you know, they got Dice, they got people like that over there. And, you know, not saying specifically URL, I understand why they don't want to do business with Verb. You know what I mean? Like, because when he was going at them, when he was with Red Breed Entertainment battling, I think, A-Ward. So I understand that. But, you know, it's a sport. Everybody talk crazy, you know, from time to time. But I think it would be smart for them to pay somebody to promote certain artists or even other leagues. Like if you have artists that need promotion and you got somebody that can generate interest, right, in a short period of time, they can go on spaces, they can get, you know, they can either make it to where battles can get started, get people lit, get people known, get people out there. You know, I think Verb is one of the entities that can do that, you know, so not paying him for promotion, I think is silly. Y'all would do something crazy like pay You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say no names, but it is what it is. 2026. Jazz or something. Shout out to Jazz. No diss. You know, I rock with you even though you're mad about my surf intro. No diss. Shout out to you. Like, people would pay like Jazz or Charlie Clips or somebody to sit there and host an event, which is cool. People get a chance to see them, right? But after they go up there, they might throw a flyer on their Instagram or something like that. But after they go up there and host, that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? So some people will pay hosts $1,000 or more dollars just to go up there and host battles. You know what I'm saying? This person's about to battle this person. You know what I'm saying? Keep the crowd a little entertained or whatever. Their presence being there, it's worth money. I get that. But if y'all are paying money for stuff like this, why not pay somebody to actually market the event? Imagine if you paid Verb, right? Let's just say an event's coming up, right? You got a budget, 150,000, something like that, and the battles and everything might cost you 80,000, right? Because you might get some good deals on some things, but you're talking about hotel, flights, you know, everything, and you got a little bit of money left over, and you got a card that nobody's talking about because battlers don't want to promote. That's like an issue, right? Battlers don't want to promote at all. Some of them will, some of them won't. You know what I mean? You don't see Cassidy's every day. You know what I mean? So, you know, instead of like just sitting back, like nobody's promoting, like what's going on? Why don't you pay Verb like a couple $1,000s to get them to go into the spaces and talk crazy? You know what I mean? So I don't know. You know, it just, a lot of things don't make sense. And I get it. Some people want to appease certain people in battle rap. They don't want them mad at them and, you know, all of that. And they don't want to align themselves. I get it. But at the end of the day, y'all are shooting yourselves in the foot. And I don't feel like battle rap is at a place to where like if you just put a card out, everybody's gonna watch. Unless it's like a Mook on the card or, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. Like even Tay-Rock being on the card doesn't really do it anymore because he's battled so many people. So you need the word out, you know? So I don't know. That's my thoughts on that. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. But I see Frank White, he is in battle rap, right? And he's trying to get his channel popping. He got We the Fans. He's got We the Fans to Twitter. Some people mad. They saying Frank is doing too much. He should just stay in the sponsor's lane. If he's paying for marketing promotion, he's trying to be something in battle rap, whether or not it's a media platform, he's paying to play, whether you respect it or not, is what he's doing. You know what I mean? So, you know, shout out to Frank White. Frank White, I think gave me money before. I'm not mad at Frank White. Shout out to Frank White. No diss. No diss to Frank White. But he has aligned himself with Verb. And a lot of people are mad about it. I'm not really mad about it. Let me know in the comment section, are y'all mad about it? Because y'all got to think about all the people who have taken money from Frank White, right? He might have helped with things, you know what I'm saying, get battles started. People that really didn't need to be booked, people that nobody cared about. He still like went ahead and, you know, gave them money to where they could, you know, get things done, you know, in their life. And did they do him any solids? Did they tell people to follow his page? Did they do? No, they're not doing any of that. You know, so I mean, he's paying to play, but you know, it is what it is with it. Shout out to Frank White. As far as Verb and Brizz, I've been watching all of this, right? I do want to say the odd part about all of that is I think this all started, and correct me if I'm wrong, Chad. I guess like Verb and Brizz was talking. I think Brizz is really mad at Verb for having Mook up in the spaces for hours. You know, and what was it? Mook was just talking about Brizz, going crazy on Brizz. Like, where is he at? Like, wilding on him, even going back and forth with T-Top. And Brizz didn't go up there. He didn't defend himself. You know what I mean? He had every opportunity to go up there. Mook wanted him up there. You know, he wants to kind of argue, get the battle started, you know, so that he can get paid and do something with the rounds that he has. He probably revised rounds. Who knows? You know what I mean? So he wanted something to get done. And then Brizz didn't like go up there. He took tail and he ran away. It's what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? So, and then he goes live in another space and he's talking and it's just like, so I think he's mad at Verb. The one thing I would say, Brizz, I could see why you would probably be mad. You know what I mean? But at the same time, Verb doesn't really owe you anything. If Brizz and the Mook situation is popular and you got Mook talking, this is the Michael Jordan of battle rap. And he wants to go into your space, you know, in your space and talk about things. Like, I mean, what is he supposed to not let him come up there and talk because you go on into his spaces multiple times and talk? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really see it being a problem. Am I wrong? I don't see it being a problem of him letting Mook go up there and talk. Like, he's not, you know, like, y'all not real brothers here. This is battle rap. You know what I mean? And you Verb, you know, you also promoting yourself. You're trying to get traction, let people know, like, you can get people in your spaces and talk. Like, so him having Mook in there, I mean, why be mad at that? If you're mad at Mook, just go into spaces and talk crazy to him. The only thing, the way this looks is that Brizz can't say anything to Mook because he punched him into a new religion. It's what it is. I'm sorry. No diss. No diss. I know I said that years ago. Started that. He punched him into a new religion. You know, I get it. Salaikum salam, all of that. No diss. You know, he made him meet Farrakhan. I don't know. Shout out to Brizz RAWSTEEN. Oh God. I mean, what could, if he would have went into spaces and talked to Mook, like, what could he have said to Mook? You know what I mean? What could he say to get the fans on his side about the Mook situation? Somebody say, I'm not lying. Yeah, I started that. It is what it is. What can he say to get the fans on his side? I don't think he can really say anything because right now you got Mook that's in his bag. You know what I'm saying? Sober Mook is dangerous in a battle. Him versus Hitman Holla, insane. His performance. Him versus Arsenal, he went crazy with his performance. Shout out to him. So it's like, it's not like you can go into spaces and be like, you know, Mook, you're not good in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? You can't battle. He can't really do that right now. Because if you look at what Mook is doing, nobody in their right mind would think that Brizz would beat him in a battle. So that's out the question. Brizz was running, you know what I mean, from the situation, the confrontation that happened, you know what I mean, the bank, the boop, bop, bank, you know what I mean, it was one hit, it is what it is. He ran out there. I will give Brizz a little bit of grace, because he ran fast as can be, can never catch me. He ran out the building, but then, I don't know, then he came back in. You know, but it was the initial run, you know what I mean, that had people, Tay-Rock was holding the door. Oh, Lord. I did not mean to say that. Shout out to Tay-Rock. Brizz was running. Tay-Rock opened that door like, go ahead, Brizz. Run away. Yeah, this makes me Scar from Lion King. Run away, Scar, and never return. Tay-Rock was like, run away, Brizz, and never return. And Brizz was like, I'm sorry. I haven't worked out in years. Shout out to Brizz. So he did run, you know, and the videos were circulating like, you know, all over like social media of the running. I'm not going to play it. I have the video. I'm not going to play it. So it's like, what can he say? And we don't know when he got binked. Maybe he had to reset his mind. I don't know what happened here. You know what I'm saying? He probably ran away to reset his mind, to get his bearings. Maybe when he got binked, maybe something happened to his, you know, the cerebellum, you know what I mean? Like maybe his parietal lobe or something. Something was going on. Maybe his hippocampus was remembering things from a long time ago. Maybe something got jogged in the brain and he kind of just like, you know, his body started reacting. And maybe he just like came to, you know what I'm saying? When he got outside, whatever happened, you know, he came to and, you know, got back in, you know what I mean? Just like, why am I running? You know what I mean? And tried to handle business again. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But, you know, it's clear he does not like Mook. You know, so hopefully one day they can resolve that. Mook just wants to battle. And if you really look at it, Brizz, like, and this is just me being, I was going to be a little bit more professional than this. if you really look at it, right? I'm sorry, Brizz was talking crazy about bloggers the other day. If you really look at it, you started the situation and Mook kind of decked you. It's what it is. People get decked every day, B. It's not a big deal. But I know you're mad about that. So it went a little bit further. Brizz goes into a space, or they're in the spaces. Verb and Brizz is talking, and then somehow Verb's baby mom gets mentioned, right? Or his girl gets mentioned, and then Brizz is like kind of cracking jokes on his mom his baby mom because she's white and all that, and I think it went a little bit too far. You know what I'm saying? I think it went too far, honestly. You know, and this is not caping for Verb or nothing, but I think you were wrong in that situation. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's wrong in it, you know what I mean? Different situations. You probably should have just like apologized, you know what I mean? And just let it go. Be like, yo, I mean, it's not like you apologizing and being like, go, Verb, you're holier than thou, not worthy, Wayne's World or something. It's not like that, right? You would just be like, oh, my bad. Because when you cool with people, and you might step out of line, you know what I'm saying? But, oh, my bad, bro. My bad, thug life. You know what I'm saying? Let it go, right? People apologize all the time for nominal things. When a child is brought up or somebody's with in a disrespectful tone, because Verb is understanding what is on the internet is on the internet forever. You know what I mean? Like, if I talk, people are going to clip this up. They're going to put it out. You know what I'm saying? So him sitting there hearing you say all of this, and you not apologizing is kind of crazy. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think he was kind of wrong about that. Shout out to 40 bars. She's out the intro. I'm taking her out the intro for 2 days. You know what I mean? Because she mitigated the she tried to fix the situation between Verb and Brizz. So I don't know, maybe 3 days. I don't know, maybe longer. We'll see. She's out the intro. Shout out to 40 bars. But I mean, Brizz, he was wrong about that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And the reason why I think you should have apologized too, right? Verb has made it to where Brizz got a little bit of respect in battle rap, right? Because if I look at the comments, when people talk about Brizz and stuff like that, and I ignore some of it, right? They call him Brizz RAWSTEEN. Oh, he ran off. he ran off on the. They be wilding. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they remember what I said years ago. He got punched into a new religion and all of that. You know, so they be wilding in the comments. I be ignoring it. So a lot of people like still look at Brizz as, you know, a runner, he's a track star. He's like, they still look at you like that. You know what I mean? So Verb has made it to where people are now giving him a little bit of credit, respect. You know what I mean? He's bringing you up into spaces. That's not being mentioned. You know what I mean? Y'all are talking about other things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now your opinion on battle rap is, you know what I mean? Now you can get in here and talk about different battles. You can throw shots at different battlers that you will never battle. You know what I mean? Because they are actively battling, right? You know, and they're willing to battle, but that you will never battle, that never ran from a fight ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get up in spaces and talk crazy about these battlers that have never ran. You know what I mean? And he lets you do all of this. You know what I mean? Different guests come up, they pull up. He lets you talk. He doesn't bring up like, oh, Brizz, you really can't talk because you don't battle. You really can't talk because you run fast. You know what I'm saying? Faster than Sonic the Hedgehog. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't do all of that. He just lets you talk and run your mouth, right? And for some reason, Spaces is addicting. You know, it's what it is. Brizz is in spaces all the time. Verb may be getting paid to be on Twitter. You know, I get paid to be on Twitter and all of that, you know, but to be in their spaces is sitting there all day long for hours and hours at a time, you know, and it's like, he ain't getting paid for this. But your followers are going back up because Brizz had lost like I guess like a Twitter before. He's sitting Averb spaces until his followers can go back up, all of that. He's letting them talk, all of this. And so he's kind of giving you a lifeline. You know, when you're playing like Doom or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Dark Ages, Doom Eternal. It's something called a life, like a lifeline. He's giving you a lifeline because in battle rap, they cracking jokes on you, all of that. And he makes you gives you a little bit more credibility than what you've had from running your career away. You know what I'm saying? So I would probably apologize to him, to be real. In 40 bars, she was trying to mitigate the situation, saying that, y'all should talk. Brizz did say, Verb's got my number. Why not call Verb? You know what I'm saying? Even if y'all are not cool now, because I think it's gone too far, right? Even if y'all not cool, but on like a personal level, being like, I shouldn't have went crazy like that. And leave that alone. You know what I mean? But not everything, the fallout, Verb rehashing things, bringing it back. And then, he's showing or talk about the message. You telling Verb that you're going to eat every word. You're in the spaces telling Verb you're going to beat him up. And it's like, nobody believes you're going to fight, Brizz. You know what I mean? No diss. No diss. I'm just a comedian. Nobody believes that, and then Verb is saying like, you got smoke for me, but the person that hit you out of battle rap, you don't want. I mean, we could just go all day long talking about this, right? And Verb brings up everything, and he's kind of clowning you. And one thing you have to understand is that when people have you up and they talking, or people in battle rap or whatever, your name comes up, they are thinking exactly what Verb has been saying to you. You know what I mean? About, you ain't nothing, like you a runner, like you let somebody punch you, and then they take, food out your mouth and all of this, and you could have got all this money all these years for 6 years. You let somebody keep you out of battle rap over a hit. Like when he's saying things like that, this is what everybody's thinking. Everybody that's sitting up in them spaces with you, this is what they probably thinking. Like, oh man, Verb gave RAWSTEEN the microphone. What he gonna do? Tell us what shoes he got. He ran with. That's probably what they thinking. You know what I mean? They just not saying it to you because they respect Verb. And Verb is not. They know he ain't gonna allow people to just talk crazy about you like that while you're there in the spaces. You know what I mean? So he's just telling you what everybody is thinking. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think. If I was Brizz, I know he don't like media bloggers and, everybody. He don't like Verb now. He don't like Mook. He don't like to battle. He don't like to stand in place. He likes to run. I don't know. I would apologize, because family is off of limits. You know what I mean? This is what I think about it. Am I wrong here? Let me know. Then we're going to go to the Jackboy Maine situation. Let me get some of these super chats out of the way. Somebody said, I heard Mook didn't even connect when he threw the punch. Oh, God, Craig Wilson is going crazy. It looked like he didn't really connect, but just the fright. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe the wind. I don't know. He might have grazed him. Did something to the pituitary. I don't know. And then Diego said, Brizz has said more on spaces than raps. Yeah, I do think that. Renegade with the $4.99 super chat said, make the footage of Jackboy in Nashville public again. You should host our 10-year anniversary card. Shout to Jackboy Maine. Craig Wilson said he snitched in cursive. Oh, God. Shout out to him for the super chat. And then we got Renegade with another super chat. Now, the Jackboy Maine situation. Shout out to Jackboy Maine. I like Jackboy Maine in his spaces talking crazy. What do y'all think? I like that. You know what I mean? I like that. I feel like Jackboy, I think it's healthy for Verb to have an opposite, right? So when Verb was in spaces before, Surf was in spaces, right? So it's just like the opposite. I think it's cool. I think it brings a little bit more entertainment. It's my personal opinion, Then they going back and forth. They talking. Jackboy Maine said something to Verb to make Verb expose him. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Verb went into spaces showing Jackboy Maine's bathtub. Oh, God. Yo, I wanted. Did y'all see that? I wanted his face is like, what is this verb? Is like, is this your tub? How did he get his bathtub picture? Oh Lord, I don't know. He said, yo, he was showing the ring around the tub. You know what I'm saying? The grommet and all around the tub being dirty. Old used soap. Verb was wildin'. I don't know. Somebody said dirt on dirt. Oh God. Maybe he just got finished using the tub. They didn't get a chance to clean it. I don't know, man. Like that was funny. That was funny. Then he's showing like Jackboy trying to fight and running out of breath. Then the girl was like watching the fight between Jackboy and the dude. She was like, hurry, throw a punch. I'm not here to see you like run around in a circle and dance. Jackboy like, shout out to Jackboy Maine. But like, was that Lady Flames? She was like, you gonna throw a punch or not? Oh man. Shout out to Jackboy Maine. Jackboy said he's gonna pop up an event. Pop. If Verb is at an event, pop. He's shutting down the event. He said that on the internet. Somebody said Jackboy's new name is Ajax. Oh God. Shout out to Jackboy, man. Jackboy was going off though. You know what I'm saying? What he say, Frank White? He was like, yo, you corny. You paying all this money just to be around people and to talk to people. Like, it didn't come across like Jackboy was hating a little bit that Verb is going to get some money. I don't know. But I could be wrong. And then Jackboy said, I don't want your money. I don't need none of your money. Don't nobody want your money. What you doing is corny. It's lame. You hang around this lame. You know what I mean? Don't nobody respect it. Don't nobody in the culture respect you. Like, and they supposed to be cool. It's like, oh God. Like he's wilding. I love Jackboy Maine going crazy and wilding. I do want to say that. I almost thought he could fight when he was talking crazy like that in his space. This is not me coming at Jackboy Maine. It was just that, you know, we seen him fighting. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe he can fight. Maybe they was cool and he didn't want to like really throw a punch. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what it is. But I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. But did Verb officially end Brizz's career? Did he send him to rich dollars? He's doing a tour right now. He did a Battlefax interview. He did what is it? He just did an Easy to Block Captain interview. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like what y'all think? You know, did he end Brizz RAWSTEEN's career? Unless Brizz like starts his own space, and that's what I don't understand about it. He's telling Brizz like, "Yo, you're a follower. You follow the leader, and you're a." He said, "So, yo, this is what had me cracking up when he said to Brizz, right? He was like, "You," he was like, he said, "I will put you in your forehead. I will do something to you." No, he said, "I will put you on in the front of your forehead. Like, yo, when somebody talk about they gonna hit you or so, I've never heard somebody say, I'm gonna put you in the front of your forehead. Like, I was dying laughing, bro. And when he was going at Jackboy Maine responding to him, he was like, you said all of this on the internet? Like, why would you say this on the internet? Like, I'm gonna point you out. Like, I'm gonna tell the police, like, he did it. You know what I'm saying? Take him to go back to his kind. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you saying all this on like it was funny. You know what I'm saying? I was at work last night. I got the Meta Ray-Bans. You know what I'm saying? And you can listen. The reason why people get these, you could be at work, you know what I mean? You could be listening to music, podcasts, whatever, and nobody ever knows, bro. I was cracking up at work while listening to the whole spaces. Somebody, Lamar with the $5 donation said, nah, PIPERBOY, all Brizz did was point out that Verb baby mama was white after Verb accused him of being a sellout. Verb got mad and started tripping. Why was his baby mama even brought up? Lamar, you might look at it like that. Like, oh, well, all Brizz did was say this about his baby mama or say that about his baby. Why was his baby mama even brought up? Maybe he don't want people in battle rap to know who his baby mama is. That's the woman, that's his child's mother. Maybe he don't want, like, you know, Lamar, you might be looking at it like, oh, well, it ain't that big of a deal. Maybe he don't want his family being brought up into spaces in battle rap. You know, battle rap is toxic. Very toxic. Maybe he don't want that. You know, and y'all are toxic. I'm toxic. So you might be like, oh, it ain't that big of a deal. But he might think it is. You know, and he knows that Brizz be coming across. You know, I'm not calling him racist, but you know, when he's saying the white devil thing, that's what he be saying. It kind of sounds a little racist when he's saying stuff like that. You know, so I'm not calling him that, but he's making stuff like that, you know, saying things like that all the time. Oh, you could have married a black queen. He could have did that. You know, I mean, you know, I'm not saying he could have did that, but you know, this is what he says. Like this, you know, he does stuff like that. He said that. You know what I mean? So if Brizz is saying things like that on a regular basis, and like he probably thinking like, oh, what you about to say? Like, no, we ain't going there. You know, and then like, oh, you about to try. And then another thing too, right? When somebody see you get tried in 4K, like when Mook threw the punch, right? And you got tried in 4K. When somebody tries you and then you try somebody else that you cool with and they know you got tried and they know you got punched into a new religion. Now, allegedly, sorry, started that a long time ago. When they seen you go from hash browns, you know what I mean? Brizz versus Arsenal is about to be a crazy. They see all of that, the low soul battle, all of that. They see crazy. Brizz was crazy, wilding. The wavy performance, all of that. To Mook banking you, and then now you're now you're Malcolm X. You know what I mean? You know, so so when people see all of that and then you try them, they be like, hold up, bro, I know you ain't trying me. And then Mook violating into spaces for hours, not for 20 minutes, for hours. And you ran from going into spaces, he might be looking like, you definitely ain't about to try me now, you know, and then he went crazy, you know, so I don't know what y'all think. 2026 is reckless, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody. No diss to everybody. I'm just a blogger. I'm one out of many. I know if I say something, people get mad. No diss. But it is what it is. I think you should apologize, you know what I'm saying? And then, but now it's so far. Even if Brizz will look crazy. Imagine if a week from now, 2 weeks from now, a month from now, because you know how battlers, they let people, you know what I mean? People talk crazy about them and then they get cool, right? Imagine like a month from now, if Brizz RAWSTEEN pulls up and just sits in the Verb space, he's going to look crazy. Like you literally put yourself in a situation, you can't even do that no more. You know what I mean? You have to either link up with somebody else or you got to just do your own spaces. I think Brizz, if you do your own spaces, you'll be good. You know, but then it's like, is it really worth it? You probably make it like $2 to be live for like an hour. You know, is it really worth it? You know, it's something you gotta think about. Maybe start a YouTube channel. I don't know why y'all don't do that. Like, there's amount of time y'all, you know, Brizz and people like, because when Verb is saying y'all as followers, I mean, can you really blame him? All he does is gets on his phone and decides today, I just want to talk. Goes into spaces, starts his spaces with a few presses of his phone. And then everybody in the culture goes in there and just follows and listens to everything instead of doing other things, right? So, and then you sit in there with them for hours. So when he's calling you a follower, I mean, he's not lying. But just as easy as Verb could do that, you could do that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and just talk your piece and hope somebody, you know, but then you don't like media. You don't like bloggers, but hope somebody uploads like what you say. You know? But I don't know. What is the point? Like, y'all don't, like, I can see Verb, you know what I mean, getting lit, you know what I'm saying? And people are clipping up his stuff and posting it. And he's making more money off Twitter than a lot of y'all, right? I can see him doing it, but y'all, like, it's like, what is y'all doing? Like, y'all literally get off of work, clock out, get in the car and go on spaces. Families be at home texting, are you coming home? Are you coming home? And it's like, you're just sitting in the car in spaces all day. You know what I'm saying? Go home, be like, hold on, I'll be back in the house to eat later. And you sitting on the porch in spaces for an hour, 2 hours for free. Like, I barely, like, if I go into spaces, it's like I'm busy doing something or something that I don't want to be doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to something to pass my time. That's when I go in there. You know what I mean? Other than, or it's something trendy. And I'm a blogger. I have to be nosy about everything. So I go in there, you know, to prepare like what I'm going to talk about or whatever. You know, so other than that, I barely be in spaces. I don't be doing that. You know what I mean? Unless I want to start a space, you know, I'm going to get the paid for it. You know what I mean? All of that. Other than that, I don't be going in there. You know, so it's like, and maybe Verb had Brizz fanned out to where he like, yo, he's protecting me. And now I can talk. I feel like I'm Brizz again, you know. And then and next thing you know, he's in there 24/7. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to him. Shout out to everybody. I think I got all the super chats. Lamar said nobody knew who Brizz was talking about, though. But it doesn't matter because this goes back to Lamar. He said, no, and he super chatted something. He said, no, PIPERBOY, all Brizz did was point out that Verb baby mama was white. His baby mama should not. This is how toxic, Lamar, this is how toxic you are. We all are toxic. His family should not be mentioned. He's not about to battle Brizz, nothing. It shouldn't be mentioned, period. People shouldn't know that. Like, what? Why is that anybody's business? You're like, oh, but this all Brizz did. Like, is Brizz following you? I'm going to pay money to support Brizz. Like, is he following you? Like, leave people's personal life out of battle rap. Battle rap is too toxic for that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know. I got to go to work. You know what I mean? Get this $2. You know what I mean? And the chain, people ask me about the chain. This chain was like $11. I know I'm in the intro like, it's $11, Amazon gang. My money don't get spent on stuff like this. It gets spent to buying more houses and stuff. But Mortal Kombat, shout out. But comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Y'all chill, relax. You know, and don't say something on spaces to get y'all